great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now Jackson on first down.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Devin Duvernay
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Back to Mixon on second down.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
12.
On third down, Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
12. 11. 12.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth.
11 MT. 11. Gotta go.
Now Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Devin Duvernay.
Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
21-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. 11 Thomas.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11 MT. 11. Stop.
First down. Here's Burrow.
And again, that's Hurst. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
12. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 36. Again, Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got this complete to Racey McMath. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They still can't get it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On fourth down, Huntley flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Okay, break. 19.
Here's Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
11 Thomas.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
12, 12. 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Thomas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So a big pickup that time, and Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know it means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Drop 50, drop 50. Go.
To throw, Huntley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
11.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
11 mighty.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
CD,
they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Here we go.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Empty.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Huntley to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That's complete right around the 8. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Huntley looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, partner, it certainly appears that the fears of the coaching staff came to the front on that one. They were worried all week about the lack of concentration in practice and a lot of drop balls, and we just saw another one there right here in the game.
Come on, come on.
On 4th down, Huntley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 1, right? 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11. Go.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
12. 11. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
12.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
12. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Thomas. 11. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
Here we go. 11. 11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow.
Again, that's Hurst.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 12, 12, 12.
Again, it's Burrow. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. Stop.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To the air again, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
12, 12, 12.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go, here we go. 11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
11, 11, 11. 22. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay from 8 yards out. And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Here we go. 12.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
11.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw going to be caught by McKenzie.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. First down. Here's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Jackson on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw again is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Let's go now. Warriors 70.
On 4th down, Huntley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in
welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go
welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First play, first pass for Brady. And this one is incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion right here comes Johnson. Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And now on the heels of the pick six, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended, as they'll try to make it 8-0. After the interception, here's Elway. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? It was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Brady. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Again, it's Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, Elway. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And a 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
6-0 our score after one. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now he'll throw with Brady. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a give left side, it's Dickerson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Dickerson on the handoff. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Tony Gonzalez.
70 yards.
And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A solid stiff arm. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times. But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Elway now off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tony Gonzalez. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Elway. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. As his guys are able to push that lead.